A lot can happen in 30, 31 days. A month is a long time to change your life, have a shift, or even just reset your whole life. Now, I will be honest, May was super crazy. It had a lot from family in the hospital, vacation, to getting back on track with some of my passions and my projects that I wanted to get done. And all of that happened in 30 days. Now, I'm not saying that every month is going to look that chaotic, but it is important to realize that life happens and that you really need to find that balance. And today we are doing another monthly reset. This is actually our 2-year anniversary month, and I am so excited about it because I'm really diving deep into what I want to achieve in June, what is happening from not only my personal life, my passion projects, businesses, health and wellness, and my financial goals, but we are also going to try to close out some of our 6-month goals. We are going to try to close out our quarterly goals, and we are really just trying to figure out how to get the last half of 2025 as successful as possible. So I have it all on my phone today, and let's jump right in. So welcome back to Balance While Blooming. My name is Bridget. I am 26 years old. I'm a wife, a stepmom. I work a full 9 to 5. I have passion projects. I have hobbies, wear multiple hats, and here I share my mindset, my productivity, and really how I balance all areas of life while believing in myself, building the life of my dreams, choosing to show up consistently to bloom until I become my best self. And I'm creating a community here and over on Instagram, sharing that mindset, productivity, all aspects of life, and how I can help you level up your life, become your best self, bloom an area, balance your life, or just start believing in yourself to build your dreams. So let's jump into our June reset. May was a crazy one, as I just said, but let's talk about what we accomplished, what we didn't accomplish, and what to look ahead for in the next month. So jumping right into May, as I said, it was our 6-year dating anniversary. We went to a concert with Kim Brown. Then we had a great long weekend, had our little anniversary trip. It was great. Then we come back, we had our Mother's Day. That was really nice. We did stuff with my mom, with my husband's mom, and I even got some stuff as a bonus mom, which was really nice as a stepmom. Then we had some health scares and we were in and out of the hospital, so I feel like I lost track of the month. I really got off track, and I really felt like everything was crashing down at once. I felt like everything was coming about and things were just going crazy, and that's okay, but it's important to get myself back on track. So what did we do? We ended up really taking a step back, resetting, refocusing, and really getting back into my passions and my hobbies. So that's kind of what May looked like. All of that in 1 month took a lot out of me. So I'm really hoping to go into June with a clean slate, kind of know what is going to happen, and just take control back of the things that I have control over, such as my emotions, the way I react, the actions I take, all of these things that I just get back on track and regulate myself for the rest of the next month, because I felt like I was very emotionally driven in May, and I kind of want to take that control back of, no, it's okay, everything's happening, there is a reason, it will work out, and let's figure that out and move forward. But let's talk about our May goals and what we achieved and what we didn't achieve. In all months, we break down our goals into personal, passion project, health and wellness, and finances. For personal, it's pretty much anything and everything that you could have going on, from your personal life to your family life, anything of that matter, anything that is hobbies related, or just things that don't fit into the other categories. Now, your passions, hobbies, or business or career are kind of where that passion project / business goes. I put everything for Balance While Blooming in there. And then for health and wellness is your doctor's appointments, your eye appointments, your dental appointments, all of those things, along with meal prepping on top of the supplements you take, the movement you do, all of that goes together. And then financial is your finances, your investments, your income, your expenses, and just really making sure you know where you're at. For May, we did okay. We did minimal screen time on vacation. I really took a step back from being on my phone, being on social media, being really anywhere, and just really spent the time with my husband for our 6-year dating anniversary. It was really nice. My personal development book, I am 75% of the way there, so we will definitely be checking that off in June. But I do need to get back into my reading books era because I am reading so slow and I'm just not gravitating towards my books. That being said, I have been listening to podcasts about the craziest things. I've been learning so much about someone's life story, the things that they went through, the things that they're creating, the life that they lived, their opinions, their thoughts. There's so much that goes into long form podcasts, and I think it's really good when you do a deep dive into people who've had amazing careers, amazing lives, and you hear about it from start to finish. I've been just deep diving into areas of things that I've never experienced, and I feel like it's changed my mindset a lot. Honestly, I am learning so much that I just never imagined knowing or thinking about or understanding the life outside of this little bubble that I live in of my reality. So that's been really exciting. Passion projects and business, we did do 4 reels a week. I'm so proud of that. We have been steadily growing on YouTube. We are really close to hitting our 300 subscribers. I really hope to get that in the next few months, as I hope to post more, as I'm going to be doing more YouTube videos. If you see this video on time, this is my 5th video, so I could not check off the 6th YouTube video, but we have more coming. I am going to really, I say this every month, and every time I say it, I'm going to hold myself accountable until it happens. I'm going to find a better system to not procrastinate on my filming, my editing, and my uploading schedule, because I do it all in-house, which is normal. But sometimes in this very busy life that I live, wearing multiple hats and showing up as multiple versions of myself, I sometimes forget, and then I do everything last minute like my old self did. And that's okay, but I need to get into this person who is preparing themselves for when things happen, the version of myself that I want to be. So I'm really working towards this version of myself and becoming her by being productive and being ahead and having options of videos to not only edit, record, and upload, but I know when I'm doing my resets. I know when I'm doing my budget videos, and everything in between can be pre-recorded. We can record a bunch of them and have sessions of editing, sessions of uploading, and really setting myself up for success and letting them flow together, that it doesn't matter the order. So I'm really trying to become her, and we'll see how that comes in June, but that is the goal. Health and wellness, we killed it. That being said, we did do our outside walks a lot, and we did smoothies 4 times a week. I do hope to do it more consistently, because I felt like at certain parts of the week I would always make a smoothie, and then certain parts of the week I wouldn't, and I kind of want to spread it out so that I have it even if I go to the gym or I don't. Also, for health and wellness, not on here, we did get our eye appointment and we bought our glasses, so that's a win-win, because that will be check off in the get your life back together, start going to the doctor. We went to the dentist last year. This year is the eye doctor, and I need to get a primary care. So those are things that are kind of like on the outlook, but I'm proud that I did the eye exam without having to have it as a monthly check off. And then for financial, we did stay on budget. You guys will see that. We did not do a savings plan for Q3 or Q4, and that's okay. The reason we didn't do that is because I feel like a lot is about to change. I feel like I don't know where our finances are going to go. I don't know if we're going to hit our big $25,000 because we got more debt, we got the truck, we got our shower remodel. A lot of things have been popping up, and I feel like we also want to live our life this year. This was the year that we said we were going to travel more, which we have, and we have plans coming up, but I also need to make sure that I'm sinking some money for things that we have to pay in bulk towards the end of the year, which is what we normally do. So these bigger saving goals, I just don't know if they're going to happen. For our quarterly goals, these are things that we try to hit that will bring us closer to our 6-month goals, or just things that we need to do to just be productive. So books read, we are up to 13 out of 20. So we read a few books in May, not a lot. For savings, we are right at the halfway point almost. And that being said, I don't think we're going to make it for this quarter of our savings, just because if looking at June, there's not going to be a lot saved, but we are right on track for our yearly goal, and we are pretty much right on track for where we want to go for the next few months with savings. So we will see how we do. As I said, that 25 grand is a lot of money that we were not expecting to go into debt for other things and having debt payments and paying off other things quicker. So I just don't know if that is going to happen, but we will see. Hour of intention, we did do a bunch more this month of really taking an hour showing up for ourselves. So we're at 45. Again, we're not at that 120, but that's okay. Instagram content, we are catching back up with 34. I'm really proud of myself for showing up for you guys and really making short form content as much as the long form content. And I've actually had a bit more fun with that this month, so it's been really fun. And then long form content, we are 6 away with 9. And then this behind the scenes with Balance While Blooming, I really think I just need to create a business plan and figure out what I want to do with Balance While Blooming. I know my ideas, but I need to just tone it down. What is first? What is second? What is next? And how am I going to launch it? When are those launch dates? And give myself actionable deadlines, because I wanted to do it in Q3 and I think I still may at the end of Q3. It's just, what do I want to launch first? How is it going to be portrayed? And how am I going to do that? And how am I going to take the action to do that? Is all things that I need to think about. So I will be working on that behind the scenes in Q3. I don't think I'll be working on it at all in June, because I have bigger goals and other things to achieve and other things just happening in life. So let's jump into what is happening in June. In June, we have Father's Day, we have end of school, we have end of school events, we have so much going on at my personal job, and I just have so much with it being the 2-year anniversary of Balance While Blooming. I have a lot of ideas for videos and things that are coming up, so I'm really excited for what is going to happen in June. That all being said, what are some of my goals? Now, I am putting the most random things on my goal list this month because I want to hold myself accountable and be really realistic and purposeful with my goals and what I want to achieve. First, I have a wedding at the end of the month. What this wedding is for me is a little getaway. I am going to New York. I am staying the night. I am just gonna get the hotel room by myself. I'm excited to just have a chill, fun day. Then I want to do a full admin day. This is the day where I am just going to do all the things that I have been putting off, either paying bills, figuring out finances. Do I need to work on Balance While Blooming? How can I plan for the week? One admin day for the whole little knick-knack stuff that I need to do, calls I need to make, things I need to reach out for, all of that. Then no spend date nights. We have been talking about doing this just because we eat out so much or get ice cream a lot in the summer. We want to do beach nights. We want to do things that just don't take a lot of money, and really no spend would be ideal. Do a fire in our backyard, do something that's very intentional together. And then 6-month planning. We are going into the last 6 months, really checking in on our 6-month and yearly goals and really figuring out where we're going to be in all categories of life, and every single area it has a goal. What am I planning on doing? Where am I putting my focus? And how can I show up for that? We have to finish 6 more videos to be on track this quarter for videos, and I think that's gonna be really easy. I have a few fun ones for being the anniversary, I have my budget, and then I just have a few things that I just think in this time mid-year everyone needs to see. And then 30 reels. We are trying to do daily reels in June. If not daily, do a couple double days, which is going to be fun as well. So let's see if we can show up every single day or at least 30 times on Instagram. And then health and wellness is all about more movement. I lift a lot at the gym, but I need to get my steps in. We live near the beach and we're going to be spending a lot of time in the beach over the next few months. And I really want to be intentional with not just slumping and feeling good about myself, and movement is part of that. And I put on here 3 outside walks a week because that as a goal was something that I set for myself. And rain or shine, go for a walk. It can be 20, 30 minutes. I always say at least go half a mile. That's about 1,000 steps, and really just feel that movement in your body. And then I have been slacking on my water intake. I used to have this on here all the time. If you've been around for a while, is my water intake. I usually do 60 to 100 ounces of water, but I've really been slacking. I've been like under 60. So we need to get back up to 80 ounces of water, especially because if I'm doing more movement, I need more fluid. So it's really important that I am drinking water as much as possible daily. So I'm going to start tracking that again. Financial, we are going to look into more investments, how we can invest for the long term. My husband has a 401k, but we kind of put off putting my Roth with all this debt, but it is important to even just put $20, $30 and let it start compound interesting, and then save. Any extra money that comes in this month, we are going to try to save as much as possible. And then stay on budget. That is also that. Don't go over with our spending like we have been in the last few months. So bringing this all together, it's really important that you believe in your goals, that you are building a dream life and building this person that you want to become, and that you find the balance between your personal life, your career, your family, yourself, your social life. All of these things come together to build who you are, your spiritual, your faith, your finances, your health and wellness, the person you want to be, right? All of these things need to come together, and how your goals are going to do that is you showing up consistently, you showing up as the person you want to be, and the person who is going to take action, and the person who is going to be messy action and dream the biggest and actually live that reality over time, day by day, taking it one step at a time, are the people who are going to see results. So I challenge you to really take this reset as a restart, refocus, and realignment, because you can dream big and live bigger, because you don't want to put yourself in a box. You don't want to stay this person, and you want to continuously be growing, evolving, and becoming next level. And here at Balance Well Boomling, not only am I helping myself in my own life, but I hope it's helping you not only reset, realign, and refocus to who you want to be, who you want to become, and really change your mindset, your productivity, that main character energy, all areas of life, all of these things that come together to become next level. So as always, keep believing, keep building, keep bouncing to bloom daily until you become, and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.